was supposed to be streaming to YouTube too, and I completely forgot about that. All right. Examples of what? I'm sorry, I'm not following. Got an outfit or bag merchant. I need to find a cook. That's where would a cook be? Would it be over here? Is there a cooking station nearby? Oh, there's an inn somewhere, right? Yeah, just so you know, I don't care how my channel looks. It's me. It's more about the process of me doing this, because it's giving me benefits in other areas, like being able to do public speaking. Hopefully that makes sense. Right now I'm looking for a cook. Where's the cook? I need to cook. There's a bunch of chairs here. Tables. This looks like a restaurant. Tell me there's a cook over here. Barkeep? Can I sell things to the barkeep? What about you? Okay, I guess we're gonna be able to make drinks in the future.
What?
This place is super confusing, and I apologize because I don't. This is the first time I'm seeing this place, so I'm trying to like figure out where I sell things. And I might just have to sell them to the shady vendor, which is not really what I want to do because I need the coin right now. Can I make it?
What?
Sweet. Hardcore. Yes, a cook. All right. I'm gonna sell the bone chips for now. I know, like in Night Harbor, you can turn them in through the paladins. We don't have paladins here, so I don't know where you would turn them in. That's something I'm gonna have to discover. You know, sometimes I have like really quiet times, and then I just get a bunch of people like texting me all at once, and I have to like stop what I'm doing and like answer it. Four different things I have to like pay attention to. Alright, we can take this guy on. Alright, level 2. Oh. Oh, is that an... Oh. So this must be the Ash... What the fuck? The Knolls. The Knolls in Night Harbor. Ashara, I think is what they're called. And what is this thing? Okay, probably don't want that. And they drop coin. Why did it timer out? Did I click on something? Alright, well, I mean, it's not gonna last forever, so... Oh, gonna go this way. Mushroom people! Alright, well, they're all... Ooh, they're hostile, too. Okay. Well, we're gonna avoid that area. Okay, so that's what I kind of thought they would be. Some creatures have like a faction. Attack one, all others will respond hostilely. The beetles in Night Harbor do the same thing. So I would figure as much. I mean, that does make sense. I think spiders don't do that. Okay, so I was wrong. Spiders do that. Eat my own words. They don't do that in Night Harbor. The actual tarantula things. I had my channel rated a couple days ago. And ever since then, I've been getting people trying to sell me things. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's like, hey, like, listen, I'm doing this for fun. Like, I appreciate your hustle. Like, don't get me wrong, but I gotta run. So I didn't consider that mob, and that's a mistake. Luckily, someone gave me Speed of the Wild. And what they seem to do, they seem to have like a normal conversation, then they veer off into like, oh, can I show you something? And I'm like, well, hey, listen, I appreciate it, but man, I like, I'm doing this for different reasons. I mean, I'm not like everybody else. Not I don't appreciate, like, you know, I don't respect your position, I just... Hey man, I'm just having fun. F-U-N. Fun. Alright. We're gonna go up and hang out here for just a minute. Okay, so the platform is facing this way on the bottom, and the exit is to the right when you get up top. That's confusing. Okay. Just trying to get away from a mob. You know what I could use? I could use a beer. Like, you ever have a beer in the morning? Like, you just need one. Like, I'm not a big drinker or anything. I just... Sometimes I have a beer for breakfast. Like, it's just... something that I do. I don't know if anybody's... kind of like that. Having a breakfast beer. Alright, rotting skeleton. Dryad fawn. Oh, okay. Well. That is a tiny person. Oh. Luckily, burning embers kind of sucks. I don't have to worry about it. Although, wood elves are weak to fire. Let's see if the training cloth manages to do anything to get rid of that. It doesn't. What does this do again? Fire damage. Okay. Alright, we're gonna not want to take on the Dryad mobs, if we can help it. For right now, I mean, I got like nothing. Royal jelly. What are beekeepers called? They're it's not apiaries. It's called a certain, like professionally it's called something. Anyways, if there's a beekeeper out there, you let me know if like royal jelly is only exclusive to like bees. Have I tried any other classes? I have. I've tried Elementalist, I've tried Ranger, I've tried Archer, Spellblade, Inquisitor, Cleric, Monk to an extent. And so one of my biggest criticisms of this game is that the classes are unfinished. So like the fighter, I mean, feels pretty solid, but if you look at like their spells and their what you're working for through at like every level, it goes up to like level 15, and the next thing that you really unlock is like triple attack, and that's not until like level 55. So like with the fighter, the issue is not necessarily the actual how it plays and how it feels. You don't have anything to look forward to after like level 15 as far as like gaining abilities. And the same thing, the same issues going on with the Archer too. But the Archer, I mean, like it feels. But what you do get, they all scale. So, I mean, there is that. They are working on all the classes anyways, so all these are going to be subject to change before open beta. Spellblade is getting a rework as of right now. So is Wizard, but I don't know when they're gonna drop that. Almost tagged that mob. That would have been bad. Oh, I can buy a pouch. Alright, so let's head back and sell a few things. How do I get back? Okay, well, if I just look up, I may be able to find my way back. Look for the giant rope. Oh, does the other one work? Seems like it does. I couldn't get that elevator to work, so maybe it's working now. You know what would be nice is if the devs, somewhere along the way, showed how the like had somewhere like where the elevator like mechanism is. Hi, Chloe. Hi, baby. Here, let me move my watch for you. Cat's decided to join us. Most interesting thing about this stream. Sure, she'll cause chaos in a minute. That man has beetle armor. Now the question is, did he get it in Night Harbor or did he get it here? Because if he got it in Night Harbor, then that's kind of a ways to go. I am not entirely sure how to get to Night Harbor from here, but I'm gonna try it once I'm like leveled enough. What is this scrap dealer? What's going on with this? What is this? Okay, gotcha. Now we can sell it to the grocer. Okay, very good. Okay, well. I don't trust that guy. I don't trust the halfling. You know, if you're a true elf, you don't trust halflings. Got the bank going on here. That's an ogre. Nothing to convert. Should have known. Maybe I just like clicking on buttons. Lambent lantern. Well, okay then. Heartwood Archives. What was this? Oh, it's right above the bank. Okay, cool. Anything else? No. Yeah, they gotta fix the camera a little bit. I don't know what they did. Doesn't really matter. So this is one of the reasons why I didn't really want to like do this, because like I don't know what I'm doing. At least in this city. Like in Night Harbor, I've like have a lot of hours in Night Harbor. Like I know where everything is, mostly. Alright, where the end's gonna be that way, so that would be the Trader Terraced. Be that way. So let's go to the inn first, sell off a few items to the cook. Don't want to sell it off to the halfling, because I think the halfling might be like might be shifting us on prices, or yeah, screwing us over on prices. I think it's one of those vendors. And not just because he's a halfling. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, see? The bad tooth was like 2, now it's like 5. So I wasn't like imagining things. Okay. That's why you shouldn't trust a halfling. I will say the signage is a lot better in this city than it is in Night Harbor. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. I'm starting to get used to the layout a little bit. Look at that, Chad. He's doing parkour on the railing. Bag merchant, alright. Oh, I have nothing to sell. Oh, but I do need to buy from it. I need to get a pouch. I need to get another pouch. I'll take a third pouch. Just like that, my inventory expanded. The most important thing. What is this? I don't need this. I'm gonna destroy this. I don't need that anymore. Alright, next is getting money to grind up to get a weapon. It's probably gonna be a copper longsword. So unlike like Night Harbor, where you can like be walking around and like take a wrong turn and then get jumped, I don't know if it's gonna happen in this city. It may not, but you never know. There's a goblin here? I gotta figure out how to bind locations. Because if I get all the way down to Night Harbor and I die, I'm gonna be starting back here. And that's gonna suck. So I gotta figure out how I can bind to another location. If you know that information, please share. Although I'm not gonna be doing that for a while. And one of the other things about Fighter that I really do enjoy is the gearing up process. I mean, you basically start off as a bum. Why do skeletons sound like that? I don't get it. We'll take their clothes though, and I will sell them for more money. Let's take a look at the skills. What is this, social? I don't need that. I don't talk to people. Slashing at 10, survival 5. What are you doing here, pal? Now, typically, this would be a bad thing to do, take on 2 mobs at once. Since I know what I'm doing, and these are both blue cons, and I have a fighter class, it should be relatively easy, as I expected. Alright, we got some more. More money, more problems. It's one of the things that I like about the fighter. Now, I played a fighter, warrior, way back when in EverQuest. And one of the things that I've come to realize, you gotta use your health pool as like a resource when you're fighting mobs. Right? So if you're like fighting white cons and you kind of like get down to like half health, then you gotta switch back down to the blue cons. And it'll eventually, when you're fighting the blue cons, it'll eventually regenerate more than they can damage you. So once you get back up to health, so that way you don't like have a stoppage in XP gain. That's easy. This is a trainee sword. We're gonna need to figure out a weapon here really quick. Sooner rather than later. I don't want to attack a bat. Maybe, okay, well, we'll try this. I'm afraid the other bat's gonna aggro because I'm attacking another bat. You know, I almost figured that there would be a slightly different soundtrack, or like a way different soundtrack here in the Wood Elf City. Fade drill. You know, kick would be a really good option for me now for this class. And then kick interrupts these guys. But anyways, what I was saying about the soundtrack is that I'm like hearing a lot of the same soundtrack as I would in Night Harbor. I figured it'd be kind of like way different, but don't believe so. Yeah, we can use another image. Although I should really save those in case I'm like going back into combat. Right now, not so much. Wrong way. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. I'm going the other way. I need to figure out how to do this quest, because I'm wondering if it just gives me a weapon. We'll see. This is what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna take a short break. Union regulated, of course. 15-minute break, grab a snack. Stretch my legs. I would suggest you do the same thing. We'll go ahead and park it right over here. I have a bad habit of keeping my inventory up. I mean, really, I should be showing you guys the game, so. There we go. Peaceful nature sounds. And I will remove my ugly mug from the screen. Alright guys, I will see you back in 15 minutes. Alright, welcome back, everyone. And before we continue, I just want to say, like, it's certainly been an interesting experience streaming, especially from someone who is kind of just doing this as a hobby and for fun and for, like, trying to work on my public speaking ability with the full intention of kind of like trying to teach philosophy on my own channel. I know that not everybody's going to be into that, and I'll try to weave it in when appropriate, as I am streaming Monsters and Memories. It's weird to me that, like, people come onto the channel and they have, like, a full conversation with you, and then they kind of, like, lead into trying to sell you something. And I feel that's, like, a bit disingenuous. Like I don't think, like, if I wanted to make my channel pretty or put effort into it, I think I should be the one, like, going out and making that decision for myself. And this only started happening as soon as, like, I got rated by Primus MMO a couple days ago. I had like 80 people in the channel, and I was like, oh, whoa. I was not expecting it, which is, I'm still alright. Like, I appreciate him doing that. But now I'm getting, like, weird interactions with people, with digital artists that are trying to, like, trying to get me to, like, buy stuff from them, and I'm just, like, not about it. Like, I don't mind, like, again, like, I don't mind the hustle. I know, like, people gotta make money, but, like, hey, man, like, this area, you guys, kind of like a friend circle, right? We're kind of like, hey, this is kind of, we're sitting by the campfire, we're kind of just having, like, a relaxed moment, and, you know, obviously I'm, like, the main speaker here. And I do appreciate you guys hanging about on the channel, and looks like I have 5 viewers, which is really cool. I'm always happy to have at least one viewer. To have 5 is awesome. And I can bend your ear and talk about life and my exploits when I was in the military. So one of the more interesting things that I am doing these days is that I am working on getting my former Bradley commander a Silver Star. And so I'm having to write the Sergeant Major of the Army's office in order to do that. And so I have a couple draft letters that I've been working on for months now, because I need to word it particularly well, and I need to have it, like, well documented, so I need to gather witness statements and everything. And because if I don't, like, the guy's not going to get anything, or he's going to get, like, less than what he deserves. So it's a bit of a tedious process, and every time I do it, like, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to do it because it brings up a lot of memories. So that's what I like to do in my spare time, is, you know, try to get veterans recognized. And I guess my only claim to fame here, and only claim to fame, is that I was in Bravo Company 122. And if you haven't heard of that, that's okay. Not a lot of people have. And if you look us up in 2006, you're going to find very little information about us. And you're going to find, like, a few puff pieces, but that's really about it. And one of the reasons why you're going to... there's not a lot of information about us. It's like an information black hole, is because some of the stuff we were doing was classified. And it's not like we were doing anything spooky. It's just the area that we were in, which was like the Abu Ghraib area, which is like an intelligence gathering area, and we also operated really closely to the special forces. So one incident that I had was we had a special forces team, like, coming up to us on our overwatch position, and we were in the Bradley, and I'm looking out, and the gunner, Santiago, looks out, from the flare, so you can only see in black and white, and it's like the flare like sees in infrared, so we can't really see any colors. And he's saying like, hey, these are targets that are coming up. Hey, these are hostiles coming up. And him and the Bradley commander, Sergeant Marino, the one I'm trying to get the Silver Star for, is trying to verify it. And I chime in and I said, because I could see out the periscope, so now I have full color, right? Like I don't have any like flare or any fancy things that I'm looking out of. I'm just seeing like literally just out of the periscope. And what I saw was, saw a bunch of guys with weapons. They're in an Iraqi garb, but they all had U.S. weapons. They were giving hand signals out, and they were in a wedge formation. And so I reported that to my crew, because they were about to light them up. And I will never forget this. So my Bradley commander comes over the intercom and says, Nixon, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? I'm like, Sergeant, they're in a wedge formation, they have U.S. weapon platforms, and they're in a V formation, and they're a bunch of white dudes. Like, what else do you want me to say? These are our guys. And so they can come up to us. The Bradley commander comes over the intercom system again, so all right, Nixon, see what they want. And so I pop the hatch, come out, talk to the guy. I'm wearing a CBC, so I kind of have to like take my headset off like this. I'm like, how can we help? He's like, the immediate thing, like, he spoke with such authority that it made me feel like really small, which is surprising because I'm the guy who just saved his life from a friendly fire incident. He's like, get your Bradley commander, get your sergeant. And I was like, oh, okay. Like he made me feel like an asshole for answering him. Like I was just. Turns out, so anyways, we had to drop. I'm like, Sergeant, hey, they want to talk to you only. And so Sergeant Moreno goes out, talks to him. He's like, comes back over the intercom system and says, all right, Nixon, drop the ramp. So I drop the ramp on the Bradley, and they do their thing, and then they leave. And I'm like, okay, well, what do they want? They're like, well, it's like their radio broke. And so, like, stuff like that, what we would run into when we were doing patrols. So, like, really nothing, like, crazy, right? But, like, since we're, like, kind of operating to, like, more sensitive areas, like, some of the stuff that we're going to do is just going to be classified because of just the nature of our proximity. So, like, we can completely have, like, a mundane experience, but it will be classified because of certain things. So that's one reason. The other reason, it was too dangerous to have reporters in our area. So we couldn't report that. But going back to what I was originally saying was, you know, since we don't have a whole lot of information about us in the news, what we do have is a couple pretty high value awards, which is the Valorous Unit Award. Now that award is the equivalent of someone getting like an actual Silver Star, which is like the nation's like second highest award. And typically you get to see Valorous Unit Awards from like regular line infantry companies, given at the unit level. So Bravo, or Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Echo, all those companies working together to get those awards. We received 2 of them at the company level. The reason why that's important is that's because that makes us one of the most decorated line infantry companies of the entire Iraq War. That's my claim to fame. One second. It's weird how I, like, you know, I'm trying to do something. I'm just trying to enjoy the day, and like I just like, get a bunch of like text, and like I gotta do things. Some of them are for my wife, which I don't mind. There's nothing wrong with that. What is going on here? What am I doing? what's going on here? You hope the fame is treating me well? Buddy, let me tell you something about that fame. It hasn't. Most people don't necessarily want to recognize it or be reminded about the Iraq War. It's still politically like a hot potato. And so, you know, it's weird because, like, I still get a lot of hate from it. And this is, like, only online. And it's weird, like, it's 20 years later. The Vietnam vets didn't have to go through this. I mean, they came back, right, and, like, people spat in their face and, like, you know, refused service. But, like, 20 years later, I'm still, like, getting called, like, a rapist and, like, a murderer. Like, I'm... it's weird. And this is only online, so, like, in real life, people don't do this, but, like, because it's happened so much online, like, I'm, like, kind of, like, wary of, like, the public. And so, like, when people, like, thank me for my service, so, like, it's kind of like a shock. Like, I'm like, whoa. Like, whoa. It's kind of like Hemvar. Okay, so Hemvar says online discourse can be terrible. It can be. It's like road rage, right? Like, for some reason, it's kind of like that. For whatever reason, we get, like, really upset. And it only happens in, like, a certain type of environment. But there's also like, even on Discord, right? Like, I don't know, I'm not talking about me specifically, but the Monsters and Memories Discord is fairly toxic. Like, I've had to ban a few people, so I just didn't have to deal with them. Like, it's been extremely off-putting to, like, go in there and, like, deal with just regular people. You try to say something, and, like, people gang up on you for whatever reason. Embar says, it's difficult to remember we're all human sometimes. We're brothers and sisters. Well, man, if more people had that opinion, we'd have world peace, I'm sure. Particularly, yeah, that's particularly what happened on Discord, with Monsters Memories Discord with me. And it had to do with corpse runs. So, you know, you die, all your gear gets left, and you have to run back and get it. Now, this is not new, right? It's been around for like 20 years. Other more recent games do this, Valheim being one of them. And so I think I said something along the lines of, like, you know, maybe people should have, like, a get good or adopt a get good mentality. And you would think I committed a war crime, something nefarious, because I said that. I had like 5 different people jumping down my throat in the chat. And what bothered me about that is that there's no moderation on their Discord. Alright, so I'm trying to go back and find the barracks. Yeah, I mean that is particularly weird. I mean, I was like, and the other there was another weird thing, and it wasn't like anything as bad as that, but like I was trying to like give like helpful like commentary about like, or helpful criticism about like some of the classes and how they should behave, at least with the fighter forms on there. And like, man, it was just like this one guy was just giving me these like hand wavy off comment type of responses, and I was like, brother, I don't know what to tell you, but this class versus, or the paladin class versus the fighter class, I mean the fighter class, like there seems to be, and here's my thing. Some classes have tools that allows you to have a bit more organic social mobility, meaning like, hey, like if I have a heal and like I'm healing a person and they're like almost dead because like a high level mob like got onto them and I save them, right? I'm able to have like a more organic interaction with them, right? That's a positive thing that a class can do. And I was like, oh, you know, hey, maybe that mechanic should be applied to all classes, right? And you would think that was like the dumbest idea in the world, reading this guy's comments. Like I get it. Maybe it's just you just can't do that with certain classes. All right, we need to find. Scrumpy corners. Okay. Yeah, probably, man. I just like I never had like a bad experience with any of the like the streamers or anybody in the game. Now I know that they're all human, and like I can have probably bad experience because there's always that one a-hole in the game like claiming like a camp where like camp doesn't exist. But most of it's been extremely positive, at least in game and through the streaming community and interacting with other streamers. It's just on Discord and particularly on Reddit. So if you ever go there, I would probably try to avoid those two things. Unless you are Battle Cry. That's what I want. I don't have enough money. Okay. That's fair. So I gotta look. Wooden rag, lines, wall, armor, everything. Closer inspection. Okay, I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out. Let me sell some things first. The dark heart of the internet. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. know what movie I watched recently? It was Project Hail Mary. Incredibly good movie. That is something I would definitely recommend seeing it. I saw it twice already. I'm glad I bought it. Alright, so what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to sell stuff, get some money, buy some scrolls or abilities, and then where's the Trader Terrace? That's Tanner. So where's it going to be over here? Did I already pass it by? I'm still getting used to Phalendrill. Phalendrill, I gotta remember that name. Tree People. Tree People City, as one other chatter or streamer put it. Is this the Trader Terrace right here? Is it? Yeah, so this must be the Trader Terrace. Yeah, okay, so we just need to find a cook somewhere. I don't know what I'm doing, alright? Thanks. Just be patient. I promise you, I'm a competent player. Mostly. Yeah, it's one of those things like, hey, I don't have a map, I don't know where I'm going, I'm kind of lost, but you know, when you do get lost, I mean, that's when you really familiarize yourself with the city. And so, like, one of my first experiences, like, logging into the game for the very first playtest I was a part of, was trying to find my class trainer, and it was the fighter trainer. And now, if you're like familiar with Night Harbor, I mean, it's right there, right behind you when you first log in, when you first spawn in. And so I didn't know that, so I'm like going around, and I end up getting lost for like an hour and a half, and I finally find it, and I'm like, oh, it's been right here all along. But if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't know, I wouldn't get familiar, I wouldn't have gotten as familiar with the city if I just like had a map and a quest marker, right? So I mean, there is a benefit to this. So right now, yeah, I'm like completely lost. I just want to sell my wares. I don't know where the cook is at. And I kind of don't want to sell to like a shady vendor. Oh, I can sell that. Okay, cool. Do I have any like weapons? Did I drop? No, okay. Outfitter, cloth armor. You don't need to be help here, man. You just need to chat and converse. That's all I care about. As long as we're having fun, right? Enjoying ourselves. Alright, so here's the idea. I think there's an inn somewhere, and I'm trying to find that inn, and I don't know where it's at. Is it below? I think it's below. Okay, maybe that could be the case. I need to go down. Oh, okay, so this is a barkeep. Alright, well. Have I been bamboozled into thinking this was an inn? Possibly. Okay, Trader's Terrace, Traveler's Lift. Maybe it's... Is there an inn over here? Okay, so we found an inn. But there's no kitchen! What the heck's going on? You would think in an inn there would be a kitchen, right? There we go. Okay. Hey, I found it. All right. I'm sure you can turn in like bone chips somewhere. I just don't know where any of the quest givers are at. The fighter quest in this city requires you to use mud commands. I don't know what the mud commands are, so I'm gonna have to look that up and figure that out. So while I'm fine, I'm gonna try to look that up. What I gotta do with the certain mud commands. I mean, it says closer inspection. I'm like, okay, well, is it /inspect? Like, they need to give like a better tutorial on how to use the mud commands and what mud commands are available to you. Because I mean, I really don't know. Like, I need like a list, and I gotta like print it out. That's a player. Okay. Like, I'm always like kind of shocked to see like an ogre or a goblin over here. Haven't seen any humans though. Player humans. Nope, that's still a yellow con. Oh, I meant to get battle cry. That's what I meant to do. It's okay. I see you. So you have chosen death. What's the range on taunt? 8 meters? Okay. How far is 8 meters? least the meter is 3 feet. So 24. 24 hamburgers. Freedom units. Is that copper? Yeah. It's like the length of your arm. Just 1 meter is. Hey, all right. Oh, you know what? I absolutely love the band exchange. Good job, devs. Thank you so much for that. So we should have some money to get some spell abilities. And then I'm gonna look up let's see. That guy is lagging. He's giving a slideshow. Okay, so if the end's that way, that's where we're gonna... That's where we need to go. It's towards that direction. Alright, that's the inn, and that's where the cook is at. Okay. Alright. There's some definite quirks to this city. I don't think there's like a seedy area of the city where you turn the wrong corner, like in Night Harbor, and you can jump. I don't think that's a thing here. What is a thing here is halflings ripping you off. And I'm not joking, there like there's a halfling vendor that like gives like really crappy prices. Let's see, what is this guy? Do I have anything for this guy? Nope. Do I have anything for this guy? I do. Okay, so I think it's up here. Okay, I'm in the right area. For a second I was like, am I lost? Am I lost again? Okay. Alright. Oh, we didn't even pick up offensive stance. Wow. We got Ren, we got Shoot. Shoot we'll pick up a little bit later once I get access to a bow, so I can pull mobs from further away. Battle cry for sure. Charge? I mean, charge is fine. I mean, I feel like it's kind of a bit lackluster. Like, it doesn't really put you, like, in their face. It kind of puts you, I don't know, it depends on, like, the server lag. Definitely kick. Kick's a good one. I'm gonna be fighting dryads. Alright, well, I got enough money left over to buy that, so we got a few things we gotta... Oh, is that the name of the old elf city in EverQuest? Yeah, like Night Harbor is like not Freeport. Yeah, I totally forgot the name because I was usually like in Freeport or Kinos. Alright, so we got taunt. We gotta put battle cry on there. Oh, I do. Put strong right here. And shoot right there. I'm glad they changed that a little bit. I mean, it's a little bit wonky to use, but I mean, you know, it's not taking up the ability bar. Yeah, that just dawned on me. I was like, oh, okay, that's the name of the elf city. I think I like went there like once and I like made a character and I was like, I'm going back to Freeport. Well, one of the things that I did like about EverQuest was the environmental storytelling. Like, it took me like a year to figure out, and like I'm a dumb kid, right? I'm like 14, to figure out like Freeport is actually in a state of civil war. Yeah, the crush bone. Yeah, the crush bones. The orcs. Yeah, there's like I know there's like this infamous like keep area where they have like the orc boss and everything. I know in Kinos. Have you ever been to Black Burrow? Black Burrow. Okay. All right. So. So when I was a kid, I was kind of shitty. All right. So what I would do, because sometimes I just wanted to see chaos happen, is I would go to Black Burrow. I would jump off the ledge, right? And then if you jump off the ledge, you fly all the way down into that pool of water, right? You hit the pool of water, and I would get out. I would tag a mob, and then I would run all the way back up, and I would just sit and watch, chat. Sure enough, you would just see train, train. That never was not fun. Like, I would watch them come up, too, and know when my time is to leave, because you can outrun the mobs there. But oh man, I just watching people I mean, it was funny to me, but definitely I can see why it might upset a few people, especially, you know, XP loss and you have to go back and to Black Burrow and grab all your stuff. Oh man, that was so much fun. Sorry, I just remember laughing so hard, and I kind of feel bad, but like I had such a good time doing it. Like I don't. So my apologies to anybody who ever was on the receiving end of my shenanigans. Some tomfoolery. Oh, you know what I meant to look up? Let me see. Here we go. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Look, I could be like, no, I gotta figure this out on my own. And I'm like, this whole mud system, I gotta get used to it, so I don't really know what I'm actually doing. Monsters and memories. Why is it in all caps? Finder starter quest. Let's see if they have it on the wiki. Ooh. Yeah, they only have the Night Harbor one on here. Or maybe. Let me see if I can. Do they have cities? See if we go by cities. There's only 2. There we go. Cities. There we go. Alright, there's quests. Okay, so they do have quests listed on here. Bard, Archer, Fighter. There we go. Okay. What do I gotta do? Okay. Alright. Yeah, so it is /inspect. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try that. You know, if they made the mud commands like a bit more easier to look up, I might be able to figure out on my own. Like, I don't mind some of them being right here, but like I just need like a reference, like documentation. I mean, I think, like, you know, when we were playing EverQuest, like, we would often go out and look at Alakazam, or go out and buy a guidebook if we really wanted to, or if we had the spare money. So I don't think that's a bad idea to, like, or how do I want to put it? I think it's completely fair to, like, actually go out and engage with the community by just looking at the wiki. I think that's a valid playstyle, instead of trying to figure out on your own. You could, but it might take you hours, and I don't. Inspect rack. upon closer inspection, you notice a particular blade that still carries a glint of fine steel beneath its pantia. This weapon seems like it could be worth taking. Okay. Alright. I'll work with that. What else do I gotta do? Let's see. Maybe I can just do this. I don't have to put the weapon name. I can just say take weapon. We'll see. We'll find out. Okay, that's not what I want. Okay. All right. Yeah, I would have never figured that. I would probably take sword or something. So like that's why we kind of need like a documentation sheet for that, because I would have never figured that out. Okay, what's the next step we gotta do with this? What is our next step here? Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Easy. That's what it wants me to do. Okay, so I gotta take it to the captain. Oh, this dude. Okay, so that's a bit more useful, I guess. Yes. So you still actually have to talk to NPCs. Oh, not slash assignment, just say assignment. It'd be helpful if I can spell it. Question mark, assignment? First assignment, I know how to spell. Okay. Back to the wiki. Okay, I am ready. You can't just say yes, you actually have to like, I am ready. I'm ready. Okay. So you can't say I am ready, you have to use the contraction I'm ready. That's some bullshit. Like, alright. We need it, Debs, we need to have a talk. Just a little bit. Just a slight bit. Alright, if you can fill the bag with their shattered skull. Ooh, okay, so what are we doing? Descend to the force floor and rid the undead that have recently... Interesting. So, the fighters in Phalendrel, if I'm saying that right, act as the counter to the undead here, instead of like paladins. which you would normally see. That makes sense. Double check. Oh, something. What am I doing here? All right. All right, gentlemen, we are continuing on with this. Go kill some things. With my new sword. Oh, is this the non-working one? Okay. I promise, I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Look, there's a lot of ramps here, alright guys? Like, give me a minute. Yeah, it's that lighting engine, man. That is something. And that's where the graphics really matters, that lighting engine. Look at that. That is nice. It would be a lot nicer if I can turn down the gamma. Unfortunately, I can't because I'm streaming. The whole reason why I have this character is Wood Elf, because I usually don't play like Wood Elves. It's because of the infrared. Alright, alright. Guys, I made it. I made it to the elevator. Hopefully I can remember how to breathe. We gotta go kill some undead, but, you know, we're gonna kill other things too. Mbar says it's really well done. Lighting. Yeah, I mean, they invested in, like in 10 years, these graphics are still gonna be the same, and it's still gonna look the same. But, I mean, part of that's kind of like a timeless thing, right? Like, classic WoW kind of has that, like, timeless appeal, like the graphics kind of blend in to the background. And I'm like a big proponent of like graphics don't equal gameplay, right? It's not going to equal into my enjoyment. It does help with immersion though, and I think the only other competitor to this game is Alderaan Online. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's all Minecraft graphics, right? Those are a bit more modern, I would say, quote unquote modern. And so I didn't want to try that game because I was like, this is not a classic MMO, the way that they're portraying it. Their lighting engine isn't as good, but that game they get the classes right. So like from like level 1, you already know what your classes are or what it's about, and the motif or theme of it. And it certainly captures like the spirit of the classical MMORPG. Trying to do two things at once. My Mongo brain can't comprehend. It's having trouble. Alright. whole lot of nothing out of that. Embar, I think EQ kind of looks good. A little rough. I mean, you know, EQ, man, I don't know. Like, something about EQ where my, like, eyes kind of bleed, and I'm just like, eh. I mean, unless we're talking about, like, the original, like, graphics. Like, the original graphics aren't that bad. I mean, they are, but, like, you know, it's kind of, like, unique for the game. It also, like, your armor depends on what your race is. So, like, you don't have, like, the only armor customization you have in EQ is just the color. In this game, however, I mean, they've done a better job. So, like, it doesn't matter if I'm, like, a wood elf. I can wear human plate armor. Where it says, I have heard of it a bit, but I haven't really watched the gameplay. Talking about Aldurin, right? I mean, it's like the exact same gameplay. It's just ah man. It's very much like this, but it's just all voxels. I'm getting a bunch of political advertisements. I gotta remember to vote today. It's voting day today in California. Primaries. Go out and vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just vote. Oh. Yeah, cosmetics aren't great in EQ. Ah, man. That's kind of what holds me back, like, going back. It's just, like, I try to go back to EQ, and I just, like, can't, because it's just not the same experience. That you have all these, like, microtransactions, and you have these mercenaries you can hire, and I'm like, this isn't EQ. Like, what is this? So, but this is the closest thing that we got to, like, an actual sequence EQ, which is why I'm playing it. Okay, we can do these. We can do these guys now. Oh, interrupted. Nice. I need to get in the habit of using battle cry. Okay. Was not expecting that noise. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check when the polls close, because I'm gonna fill it out after I'm done here. So, I mean, it can happen in one of two ways. I can probably just drop off my ballot into, like, the voting, as long as it's like my district. I can probably do that. Because I got mail-in a ballot, and I, like, forgot to do it, and so, like, I was like, oh, I gotta do it today. actually target the mobs and then hit auto attack. You have to target the mobs and then hit auto attack to actually damage them and play the game. Alright, well, here we go. It's moments like this that I actually really like, is like you could be standing, you hit one mob, and then all of a sudden you start like getting one mob, one after the other coming for you. And there are those moments when it gets like really dicey, and you're like at a quarter health and you finally kill the last mob, and you're like, oh my god, that was just a onslaught. That's the moments like that I really do like. Alright, I'm gonna try to interrupt her. Oh, no. Ah, didn't do it. Didn't do it in time. Next time. Next time I'll do it. Oh, do they drop coin? I hear coin. Hey, there's a skeleton. Oh, I'm proud. He's gonna... I knew that was gonna happen. His corpse was within the drain. Hey! Loot. Oh, I can't carry any of that. Can I put them? Okay, so... Put these in there? I can, okay. What about this? Alright. So I think as a medic, or I choose the medic skill actually gave me an extra bag, which is nice. Oh no. They're both gonna start like healing each other. Like, alright, now it's your turn. So that's a Lucan. Oh, you can see their mana, so that's why she's not casting spells anymore. Neat. Alright. I wasn't exactly worried. Alright. You got that interrupt off. That feels good. See, in Night Harbor, you don't have, like, for fighters, you don't have mobs that you interrupt, so you're just really... Or that you can interrupt a whole lot. You have the... God, I keep forgetting the gnolls who have, like, shamans. But that's really about it, but you don't really have these guys to practice those interrupt skills. Mbar, thank you for stopping by, man, and chatting. Appreciate it. I will see you next time. This guy. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. Can I put this on my gun slots? No, I can't. I actually have to go into my inventory and click it. It's a shame. Missed opportunity. Alright, I gotta be careful of these dudes. Alright. It's kind of nice. I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of lost for like a split second, and I just look up, and I'm like, oh, I can see the city. There it is. That's where I can go. What's in the underbrush? A whole lot of nothing. Let's take a look at the stream. See what's going on here. What's going on? All right. Checking my bit rate. So one of the things that I've been having an issue with is my cable provider, my ISP. And sometimes they kind of like screw up and they don't actually give me the best upstream. Lately, it's been a lot better. Got a new modem. Beforehand, my other modem was perfectly capable of handling it. It unfortunately died on me. But I had it for like 4 or 5 years, so I mean, I got my money's worth out of it. The other issue was that they had the wrong MAC address on my previous modem, and weren't giving me the correct packaging for what I was paying for. Download speed was fantastic. It was just the upstream, so I went to go stream, and I was like getting like 8 bits upstream, and I was like, okay, that's not feasible. So like if you go back and see my streams from last year, they're like noticeably like lower quality, and I was like, I couldn't understand what was going on, so I was playing around with a bunch of settings, and I was doing a bunch of network optimization, which I got at 11 megabits upstream, which is okay, but like still it's like far below than what I was supposed to be getting in my area. And so yeah, I was beating my head against this wall for like at least 6 or 7 months, like trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. So I knew my hardware could handle it. It's just wrong MAC address. So I did everything I could not to call up cable provider, and I finally did, and they are like, "Oh yeah, we just don't have the right MAC address on your account." I was like, "Oh." Cool. Now I'm up to like 40 or something, which is a lot better. I can stream to multiple places. I first started streaming on YouTube, and then I switched over to Twitch, and I get a lot more engagement on Twitch than I do YouTube. But on YouTube, you know, all the videos save, so you know, you can watch it later if you are so inclined. Let's see. Do I have things to sell? I do have things to sell. What is this? Dryad sap is okay. Is that what is Dryad sap used for? If you didn't know, guys, you can pick this up, hit J, and take a look at the quest giver. So you do kind of have a journal, which is somewhat nice. So there are a bit more modern conveniences in the game instead of like directly copying EverQuest. I have to collect the skulls of my enemies, is what it's saying. I need to sell. I need to sell things. Can I sell things at the inn? That's the kitchen. Bone chips we can sell. Royal jelly we can sell. Typically we're just selling everything because we just desperately need the money at this point. I believe it's sunset. I still don't know where like north, west, east, south is. I can't really tell where the sun's at. Dryad sap. I need to sell the Dryad sap because it's just taking up space in my inventory. Scrap dealer, scrap dealer. Okay. Let's go to the bank. I need to go to the bank anyways. I kind of miss Night Harbor. A little bit. Just a wee bit. I'm just going to destroy this. I don't need this. It's a silly thing to have. We're not sentimental here. We don't need to keep the training sword. Phalendrel. Phalendrel. Is that how you say Phalendrel? Okay. That is beautiful. I wonder what this is over here. This little... Oh, those are trees. Okay, so that's like just... I thought it was like a doorway. Got some city guards here. Who would buy Dryad sap? Trying to hawk my wares here. I haven't tried the alchemist. I haven't tried the alchemist trade craft. I mean, I've had a really bad experience with like the leatherworking and now the blacksmithing. They changed it to where it's like I just don't like doing it. As much as I would love to participate in that, I'm just kind of like, yeah. I don't think the trade skills are is really one of the weaknesses of the game as of right now. Is this a barred area? Seems like a barred area. I mean, where would I be able to sell this? I mean, it's not, the cook's not going to take it. There's the bank. Okay, well, where else can I go?
Huh?
I have a bad habit of just like leaving up my inventory. Alright, well, we're going to keep going up. Wait, no. We'll go this way. I think it's this way. I think. No, that's not it either. I was just here. That's not the way either. Ah, that's why. I think it's over here. Got an outfitter over there. Do I have anything I can sell to this guy? Ooh, what about this guy? Yes. Okay. Bag merchant dude. There you go. Sell that to... Nope. What about this guy? Nope. What about this dude? Worth a shot. Who are you? What about you? Nope. Oh, hey! Alright, cool. I didn't even know you were a vendor. Cool. Alright, I'll have to remember that. Vendors usually don't have names, but that one does. Armor and weapons. Okay, I mean, you know, I would have to read and be literate They do a really good job. Done a really good job. At least with the atmosphere and the immersion. Would you like to buy some of my sap? Nope. I have no idea where I can get rid of this. Like, what is this? Like, do I destroy it or do I just leave it on the ground? Do I hand it in somewhere? Would you like some sap? What about this dude? You want to buy some sap though? Oh, okay. How about you? Want some of this? Nope. Okay. Alright. Oh, interesting. Oh, I can buy a bow. Ooh. Yeah, I mean... A recurve bow or just a regular bow? Regular bow would be 9 damage. Okay, I mean... Okay. The reason why I would want a bow on a fighter is just for pulling. And maybe getting some like early damage on the mob. Here, what about this? You want some sap? Nope. Okay. I don't know what to do with this. What do I do with it? Would the druids like it? Where are the druids? Where are the druids? You know what? Let me consult the wiki. Let's see if we can figure this out. Phalendrel. Okay. I gotta get used to saying that name. Or... These are what, starter quests? Oh, cool. I don't see anything with, like, what do we do with the Dryad sap? Like, why is it dropping? Is it like a quest item? Oh, there's actually better armor here than there is in Night Harbor. As far as questing goes. That's probably why it's worth it to, like, come over here and... Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Glad I actually stumbled upon this idea of, like, coming over here and making a wood elf. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure, guys. If it, does anybody know what I do with this? Because I'm just gonna destroy it. Because I don't need it. Check the stream here, make sure everything's good. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy my witness into the descent of madness as I try to figure out how to navigate Phalendrel. So a lot of this is just me trying to figure out where the heck I am, and then trying to figure out what the next thing to do is. And that's really what this game is. I mean, it's not really the most exciting gameplay to watch, I would imagine. But if you like it, you like it, right? If you like the game, then you're gonna like watching this. Maybe not me per se, but you know, the gameplay. Alright. What is that over there? That's what I need to figure that out. What the heck is that little cave area? In due time. In due time. But we are going to get that Drake armor, and then if... I gotta figure out a way to get my human fighter all the way over here to get that, to also get that Drake armor, because that seems to be a pretty good set. It's definitely above beetle armor. We're gonna be in Night Harbor, so I guess there is a point to coming over here. Seems like it. Seems like it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it looks cooler. What is that guy doing? Alright, yeah, let's go kill some things. Time for some murder. Murder, murder, murder. NPCs. Murdering of NPCs. Want to make that clear. Want to make that very clear. That looks like a cool area to go explore. Unfortunately, those are all redcon, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to get some more experience. had a lot of good experiences this way for leveling, so I'm gonna continue on with that until like I hit a wall somewhere. Wood elves used to do a roundhouse kick, by the way, and I always thought that was cool, and then they took that away. It's probably gonna be a monk only thing. I need the skulls of my enemies. A Fellstone Scout. Let's go rob him. Give me your money. It's your money or your life. There are no laws protecting orcs, just remember that. You can do whatever you want to them. Oh, cool. Alright, Dryad. Here we go. There's a lot more humanoid mobs around Palindrel than there is Night Harbor. What's in the water? Oh, interesting. Probably not a good idea to go swimming. At least in that part. I need skulls. That's what I need. You know, this definitely gives a new experience. I really gotta remember to. That battle cry, I wish it just kind of lasted a bit longer. I mean, like 2 minutes is a long time, but like, just kind of forget. Who's texting me? Oh my god, I'm getting so many political texts. I know, guys. Alright. Take this dude on. I feel like they should have like a different like soundtrack. I mean, but it works, right? It kind of, I mean, it works both in both cities. I mean, that might come in time. They are currently working in the Deep City, and that is exciting because I want to play a Deep Elf Inquisitor. That sounds really fun. I need to find some skeletons. And there's just a whole lot of nothing here. Of course, political advertisements. More political advertisements. Ugh. Alright, well, I think I went all the way around. So why don't we go over this way? Alright. The drakelings are still yellow, so we're gonna avoid those for now. Well, you know what, honestly. We kind of need loot, if I'm going to be honest. If we run into a skeleton, we'll keep an eye out for them. Didn't like the captain say like avoid the ruins? Ooh, these guys are white. White cons. Ooh. Oh, I see a skeleton. Is that it? No, that's a freaking player. Alright, well the problem is if I hit that one, all of them are going to aggro, and I just... thing about Wycons, guys, is like, you have to be geared and buffed to fight something at your level without taking too much damage. I mean, you can defeat it at your own level without much gear and much, but you're going to take a lot of damage, and 3 of them are just going to cream you. Like I said, it's just, you're going to die. That's interesting. What's up here? Huh. Oh, what is that? What the heck is that? So I can't even... Okay, well. Yeah, so polar align north is a probably useful skill in Phalandrel, because you can't really tell which direction the sun is coming from, or you can't really see the stars to orientate yourself. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I just gotta get used to the map. Not a huge... Oh, this is another area to enter in the city. Cool. Maybe this is the city part of Phalandrel. Maybe we can get mugged. Like I would. Nope. Nope. Typical elves. Being organized and... I don't know, like, what's the difference between, like, wood elves and, like, high elves, like, as far as, like, cultural goes? I mean, like, obviously, like, you know, like, nature, like, whatever. But I mean, like, as far as, like, mannerisms. That would be a good thing to dive into. Oh, is there a ruin down there? Oh, we were just there, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's in here? What's in here? I hail you. It's a party. I don't have a party, as far as I'm aware. Okay, well, that guy doesn't want to speak to me. So there is a way into the city without actually using the elevator. Okay, that's cool. And once we get to a high enough level, we'll start doing like the Drakelings. Again, their scales, so we can make some decent armor. Because right now, as it stands, blacksmithing is not a really good... I mean, it used to be, like, viable to just, like, get, like, some blacksmithing done and, like, get your... get some of your gear that way. Just so you have something, just so you can go out and then quest. But it's just... it's gotten a lot more difficult. At least in Night Harbor now, there's like not a lot of, like, there's a lot of nodes here that I'm noticing, and not a lot of people like going out mining in Phalandrel. So it could just be an issue with resources or resource allocation and like player population, because I think most people start in like Night Harbor. It is like the biggest city, so like it is what it is. So the night sky, what the devs or developers have used is our own Milky Way, but the problem is I can't see that from here. That'll give me an orientation from east to west. Or I should roughly know what east to west is, and I can solve at least two of the cardinal directions. I just need one more. I just need to figure out where north or south is. in EverQuest there was a skill that you could develop called Sense Direction, and you would just click on it and you say you're not able to figure out what your direction is, and then eventually enough times clicking on it, you'll eventually get a success, and then you level up your skill like any other skill, but it would just point you north, and then from north you'll be able to figure out the rest of the directions. As long as you have like one of them, then you can figure out, well, as long as you have north, you can figure out the rest of them. But my problem is that it goes from east to west, but I can't really tell what is east and what is west. Oh, shit. That would have been bad. I didn't even see them. I saw them at the very last second. I was like, oh, okay, well. Ooh. Yeah, I'm kind of out in the boonies here. Is this shoreline? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Shoreline is the soundtrack that's playing right now. And typically it's like really only in one area of the Night Harbor. It's actually on a shoreline. Believe it or not. Now it's playing here and I'm like, what's going on? Let's do the deal with my chat going on here. The top chat here. All right. I'm just making sure like everything's like okay. I'm like paranoid. I am really paranoid about stuff. Okay. Bitrate's good. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so sorry, I mean, like, part of this is going to be exploration for me. I mean, this is typically normal gameplay for this game where you're just kind of like, where is everything? What's over here? Let's go find out. Okay, then you hit a roadblock. You see, like, what I did. I saw, like, an orc that was a redcon. I was like, oh, alright, I should stop and I should turn around. Those are hostile mobs, and I will get one-shotted. The only good equipment I have is my sword. As of right now. I remembered to use battle cry. Yay! Another. More skulls for the Skull Throne, as they say. Oh, he's got a wolf companion. All right. That is a Beastmaster. You know, I play D&D as well, and I have a player handbook, and when they are talking about the classes, they talk about everything in the spectrum that class can be. So like rogues can like be like investigators. You know, you don't really expect a rogue to be an investigator, but like, yeah, they can be like a loose cannon cop type of thing, gameplay. And I kind of think Beastmaster is like, at least in the artwork, is portrayed a bit weird. Like, I feel like it could be, like, if you're like a human, right, and you have a bunch of like wolf companions, like you're really just like a hound master, right? Like you just take a pack of wolves and you sick them on the enemy. You're like a melee hunter. And ones I ever played WoW, then you would know that reference. Okay, we're just looking for some skeletons if we can get them. Probably we're halfway through our level to level 4. I'm not really trying to level right now. I'm just trying to find some skeletons. That's all I'm trying to do. So I've been pretty much through this area. I'm gonna go. I wish I knew what direction that was. And like, I can't tell where the sun is at. That's the problem. Now there is a map online of Phalendrel, right? And so I can orientate myself through that and figure that out, which is perfectly legitimate to do. But, I mean, I'm going to be out in the wild. And I need to figure out the directions. Should go back and I should get the rest XP buff, but I'm not really trying to grind. I'm just trying to get a couple more skulls here. So I am seeing all this for the first time. I don't exactly know where I'm at. I just know I'm somewhat away from the city. Okay, so I mean, these are... The problem with this area is that if I hit one, all of them can aggro on me, so I want to be very careful of that. Yeah, there's just these groups of enemies that are all the same. Even with the oh, the dryads are gonna be... Is that something on the tree? What is that? Huh. What is that? Okay, well... Oh, Pixie! What's a Pixie? Are they hostile? Okay, probably a good idea to do that way beforehand, but it doesn't seem like they're hostile. They seem like they're indifferent, and I'm not gonna hurt them. Should we slaughter the pixies? I would feel kind of bad. Tiny bit. Who's this? This seems like... Ah, okay. Pixie glitter, okay. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure I want to know. Ooh, what's over here? A Fey Guardian. Fey Guardians are indifferent to me. Okay. Well then. Oh, come on. I want to go see where that leads. A little bit, just a little bit, guys. I know. I mean, again, like, all this is, like, new to me. So I'm like, what is this? Where does this go? These seem to be indifferent. What is this? What is this guy? Beguiled wolf? Oh, that's the cave I've been, like, looking at. I was like, oh, what is this? That's interesting. And these guys are all indifferent. Alrighty. Okay. I'm, like, paranoid that I'm just gonna be running around and all of a sudden I'm gonna get, like, one shot by, like, something. Where is this going? Seems indifferent to your presence. Okay, I don't... Okay. Yeah, so see, I was like over here, I was like, what is this over here? And we have... I thought there would be more to this, and I feel somewhat disappointed. Just a little bit. But I know what this is now. Okay. My curiosity has been satisfied. Because that's like the first time I've seen like snow in the game. Because usually I'm by, or I'm in like Night Harbor, just derping around in like this dunes. Not looking good for the skeleton. I think it has to be night. I think they show up more up at night and in like certain areas. But we're gonna go ahead and explore. I don't think I'm gonna get that quest done today. Tomorrow though, I definitely will be doing that quest first thing. But I want to see what's over here, and then we're gonna end the stream here at 2 o'clock. I'd like to preemptively thank everybody who joined my channel or joined the stream. I do appreciate it, even though if you're just sitting there lurking and just watching. We're gonna go to that waterfall. Oh, is that a mushroom man? Docile redcap appears uneasy with you. Well, the feeling is mutual. Okay, let's... Okay. Alright, well, what is this guy? Alright, we're just gonna leave the mushroom people alone. I don't wanna... I don't know if there's like factions, they're like a part of a certain faction, I just don't want to deal with it. See, there's that city again. I don't know what that is. Is that the... What is that? Of course there was going to be something behind the waterfall. Ooh, is it undead? Indifferent to my presence. Who's this guy? Oh, this was a human. Okay. I hope he bound. They don't. Huh. Okay. Alright. Well, because I'm probably like an elf, they're like indifferent to my presence. You don't get that in Night Harbor if you're human. When you see human spirits, they're usually hostile. Alright, we can go. We'll kill a few things. I mean, we're like halfway through the level anyways. Alright. This is me getting bored and not being able to find what I need to find. What I need to do is I need to pick up lumberjacking so I can make campfires. So I can get the rested buff. Because it is a bit of a trek back to the city to get that. Now, when I get off stream, I'm going to do some research about this later tonight. Because there is a way to get rations, and the rations are kind of important. And I'm wondering if there's a quest like the farmer quest in Night Harbor. I assume that there is. We'll find out as we continue our journey through the... So what do these cloth pants look like? What am I working with here? Alright, whatever, we'll just try these. Those. You got at least something. I think it's like 1 AC. Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Hey, a skeleton! I'm looking for you guys. What are you? Okay, you are yellow still.
Huh?
Haven't changed. Not sure what I expected, but... I think I have a memory of a goldfish, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we've been over here. Pixies are at. And there's a mob in the geometry. I'm surprised I didn't take fall damage. Oh. Okay, cool. Neat. That guy looks like he's doing a quest. I might have to make a Wood Elf Archer. The captain told me not to go to the ruins to find skeletons because people don't come back. Well, I'm not just any people. Alright, this looks like the pixies are in charge over here. No skeletons to worry about, as far as I can tell. Alright, I'm glad I didn't keep going. That would have been certain death. I'm waiting to hear back from my wife.
Huh?
I'm getting completely lost here. I'm gonna call him this guy. Oh, okay. This one is not indifferent. This one sees at me, so I'm not gonna... I wonder. Alright, I'm gonna try something out here, guys. Okay.
Huh?
There we go. Easy. Oh, okay, that's a neat. Okay. Is it just me, or is that like green, like super green? Like, what is that?
Huh? Huh?
Am I imagining things? No. Oh, what? An invisible wall?
Huh? Huh?
What? Okay, that's the first time I've seen that. Okay, sweet.
Oh.
I do like the charge ability. I hope they keep that. I'm pretty sure they will. Alright, we just need one more. We need one more. Ooh, what is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, the bards are taking care of him. I see an orc, I kill an orc. Unless they can kill me. Is that a skeleton? Tell me that's a skeleton. Tell me that's a skeleton way off in the distance. Can I click on it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. Nice. Here we go. And that looks like a player. He's got the red mantle. I gotta figure out how to get that red mantle helm. Can I stand on the lilies? Can I? Am I able to? Alright, that's a bit weird. Yeah, I can't like seem to like. Okay. Alright, Dev, so you need to fix this. Look at this. Alright, let's charge in. 4 seconds, 15 more seconds. Please tell me he dropped the skull. Thank goodness. Shattered skull. Oh. Those shifty. You almost think that you're done, and you're not. Why would the Java move legs? Anyways, I should have known. You gotta read. Okay. Alright, I'm kinda losing. The job on over here. We're gonna have to. Okay. Alright. We need rotting or shattered skulls, not jawbones. Alright, that might be a tall order. We could potentially just go buy it. What is this place? Where am I? Oh, stables. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna try to find these shattered skulls. It's like, it's really bugging me. I'm like, ah, man, I don't know if I can do it. If I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. I definitely look more like a bum since I started playing. With all these rags. Well, something's better than nothing. That's for sure. Let's see, what is my AC? 15. So... Dude's got the beetle armor, so he's probably been to Night Harbor. Why are they spawning over here? Alright, Shattered Skull. Alright. Very good. Now I just need one more. Officially, we need one more. Oh, tell me that is a crack staff. Please tell me that's a crack staff. What type of staff is that? Alright, whatever. I mean, it's not terrible. Not great. Alright. Is there something I'm missing? Is there like a graveyard somewhere? Right over here? Like, why were they spawning all over here in like this tiny section? What about over here? This looks interesting. And it's a whole lot of nothing. Okay. Sometimes there's illusionary walls. I know there's one by Night Harbor. It's like shaded dunes. We will find this last skull. We're gonna find it. Well, nighttime's approaching, so we can probably... What? Okay, there we go. You weren't paying attention. Basically, I ran into the river and I started running on the... as if like there was no water. And then I finally caught up. I was like, oh, okay. Let me see if I can replicate that, because we are supposed to be testing this. And I will fill out a bug report. So that is something. I gotta fill out another bug report for the... Alright, well, what happened is exactly what I need. Yeah, okay, so it's like... Why would I be running on the ground? That's the thing. Okay, so it is like certain areas. Okay, alright. So when I get off, I'm going to do a bug report on a few things that I've seen today. And that is interesting for sure. I think I see a skeleton off in the distance. Let's go get him. Oop. I wonder how many characters we can have. I think it's like a lot.
Huh? Huh?
Well, I thought I saw. Yeah, there you are. Ah. Dang it. Skeleton jawbone. Ugh. Ugh. See, where is the sun setting? That's the issue. Like, I can't. Is it over there, or is it like over here? I just can't tell. I do like these fireflies. Or for those of you in the south, lightning bugs. It's getting way dark. Okay. Alright, we'll table this for right now, and we'll go sell some items and come back. Because I do need to get some of my loot offloaded here. You know, I had a really good experience with a student yesterday when I went off to tutor. I do have like a tutoring appointment today. He has autism. And he finally got one of the concepts I was trying to teach him, and it was about like zeros. Like he had a hard time like figuring out. Let me back up. He has a problem with addition. Right, and the reason why he has a problem with addition is because of COVID. He's about 15 now. And I'm trying to teach him, like, hey, if 40 plus 6 just equals 46, and he just kind of like stared at me, and I was like, okay, so if 40 plus 6 is 46, then 30 plus 6 must be. He's like, I don't know, like, well, 36, right? And so I taught him the concept, like, hey, if there's like a 0 in there, all you have to do is just say whatever number it's going to be added by. So it could be like 30 plus 9, no, it's going to be 39. And so when he got that, he's like, oh, he got really excited. And I was like, yeah, rock on! And it's a bit odd because he understands exponents and he can do exponents. He doesn't know his multiplication table, but he knows he can do exponents, which is super interesting. And he also has a problem with addition. So I don't know what to make of that. It's interesting. At least I'm making progress. That's how I look at it, and I'm happy with that. And so, like, just seeing like the light bulb like go off on it. I mean, when he finally realized what I'm trying to teach him, it was like exciting. I was like, oh, good, great, you got it. So yeah, trying to teach magician has been kind of a trip. We're talking about like simple addition problems, like what's 2 plus 3? And it takes them a minute. It's really like specific, like with him, it's like specifically with 2 plus 3 is like he has a hard time like understanding. Do you have a Shattered Skull on you, by the way? You good, sir? Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Cooked wood elf meat, okay. Like, I feel like some things shouldn't be sold back to... like, just a little bit, right? Like, it's just weird. Yeah, okay, 20 copper? Alright. Alright, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. It's better than the bracers from the Ashura. Alright, now I can turn that in. Okay. We need to find a weapons dealer. Is there a weapons dealer over here? Is there a weapons dealer? That is the bank. Well, alright then. Oh, okay. I think I know my way.
Huh?
Is that the terrace? I think this is the terrace. This is where I should be able to sell something. Some things. Yeah, okay. Very good. Do. So you have 3 pouches. I need... Yeah, I can afford a satchel. I'll take a satchel. I wish it'd be represented on your character like the pouches are. I mean, that's alright if it's not, but, you know, at least... I mean, I think this is kind of cool, like, they actually represent, like, your progression. But I think satchels should be on there. Oh, you're not the vendor. I think you're the vendor. Okay, maybe not. What about you? Nope. Okay. You're just a regular old citizen. What about you? Smith. What is a dressing stone? That's new. Alright, they gotta write down their documentation on like what they made with the trade skills, because I've been trying to figure out how to turn rusty weapons into tarnished weapons, and I used to be able to do that, and like now I can't. I'm not really sure. Not really sure why. And I couldn't figure it out in Night Harbor. But I've never seen a sharpening stone in Night Harbor, so maybe I gotta look out for that. Ooh, what is going on over here? Probably better to not ask questions. Not with the tree folk. Ah, used weapons dealer. Okay. Alright. Hey, pal. Warring Great Staff. Okay, whatever. There we go. Used armor dealer. Let me see if people have pawned their like Drake armor. Bunch of rusty gear. Interesting how Scarab's armor has made its way all the way over here to Phalendrel. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. Yeah, so the Astral Warrior bracelet. That's so weird. Like 51 of them are here. Like, how do these things like end up here? Like they shouldn't they shouldn't be there. Is there like a dock nearby that I don't know of? That goes straight to Night Harbor? Maybe there is. We'll have to find that out. But now we're gonna go and turn this quest in to the captain. I don't know what ruins he was talking about, so I guess we avoided them. I do like the ambient sound. Ambient sound design is pretty good. Good job, devs. Good job. There he is. Okay. Alright. Thought I was losing my mind for a sec. It's like, where is he? Where is he? Alright, sweet. Oh, interesting. Slot chest. Is this the slot chest? Okay, so chest and shirt are different. Okay. Oh, cool. That looks neat. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Alright, well, that's dope. I like that. Okay. Alright guys, I said I would do like a 4-hour stream today. I think I've hit that mark. I think we got at least one quest turned in. I'll figure out wherever this is tomorrow. And we'll probably hit level 4 tomorrow. Certainly hit level 4 tomorrow. And then we'll gear up a little bit more. I do actually like the Wood Elf Warrior combo. I mean, it's not necessarily optimal, and it doesn't have to be optimal. It's just, you know, this game is really about, you know, what you think is fun, and it has that bit of sandbox element to it. So, something we lost over time. And you know, if you ever like play like an actual big MMO RPG, they kind of railroad you into like quests and stuff like that. And I'm not really doing a whole lot of quests. I'm just going out and I'm kind of exploring, and I'm kind of just grinding down mobs every so often. You know, at least it feels like I have agency in this game. So they've done that really well. They've recaptured at least most of the magic of EverQuest, of the classic MMORPG. I would say like 90%. Like right now, I mean, there are faults to the game. I would say classes and trade skills need to be worked on. They know that. They're working on it right now. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I'll be on tomorrow, same time. But thanks again, and I'll see you out there. And for my YouTube audience, I started about an hour late. I forgot it to... I'm still streaming to YouTube, by the way, so I just ended my Twitch. But to the YouTube audience that's going to see this, I was like an hour late, or I meant to start it, but like I was like an hour into my stream, and then I started it, so there's a missing part to it, but whatever. You didn't miss much. Anyways, but thanks for stopping by. Bye. Guys, thank you for watching the video later on. I appreciate it. You have a good one.